Hello ladies, it's Sian Burton here, your marketing and scaling expert for private practice owners. And I have had several people reaching out in the last week or so, really on the fence about our Feminine Way to Scale retreat. The US one happened last week, and we have the Australian one coming up on the 7th and 8th of April. And lots of people are asking, like, should I come? Is it right for me? What will you be covering? It's really hard to get away from my kids, and I don't know about coming out of my practice for a couple of days, and I'm just not sure, right? Lots of uncertainty about whether it's the right thing or not. So having just come back from Sedona and being on the other side of that experience with our US clients, I really just wanted to touch on some of the things that they experienced there and some of the things that we covered and some of their takeaways, because we are running our retreats again next year, and so I'm excited to share those locations with you at the end of this call and at the end of this session, and an exciting payment plan we're putting in place. So to give you some insights as to whether you'd want to think about it for next year as much as anything, but if you're an Australian person watching this, then definitely to give you some insights about whether to think about it for this year. I know it's coming around quick. But during the retreat, what we look at is, firstly, what is a feminine approach to business? Because I talk about it all the time, and it is a term that I've trademarked because it isn't something that other people are doing. So we really look at, what does that really mean? Like, what's a feminine approach to business? What's a masculine approach to business? And what do the two look like, and how do you actually implement a feminine approach to business that is effective and creates success? Because as women, we're so often told that we're too soft, we're too gentle, we're too kind, we're too nurturing, we're not leaders, and a feminine approach to business is not going to have us be successful. So this is very much about understanding how you can create success from this place, and then some very tangible steps and tools you can take away to use each day and each week in your business to bring more of this feminine approach in, so that your business feels more in alignment with your values, and you can really step up into being the kind of leader that you want to be, that, you know, resonates and fits in with how you want to show up in business. Then we take a really big deep dive into what it is you're trying to create. Like, what is it that you want your practice to look like? What is your vision? What is your mission? Who are you here to serve? What does your dream life look like? These are all things that we start to cover. And then we look at the things that are in your way and stopping you from creating those things. And we remove all of those boulders to help you have not only a clear vision of where you're going, but a clear path as well. So you know exactly what you need to be doing when you leave to start to bring your business in alignment with your values and to bring your goals to fruition. We then look at very practical steps about how you start to bring your dream life to life. Because if you've done vision boards in the past, or you've set goals and intentions and they've not come to fruition, it's because there's been no steps between that dream life that feels really out of touch or out of reach and where you are right now. And without a plan of the steps to get you where you want to go, you're never going to bring that to fruition, because we can't take huge leaps. We have to take small steps, one at a time. As you know, I'm all about slow and steady wins the race. So we talk about, how does slow and steady towards winning the dream life race pan out? And then the final day, we really look at how you build a high-performing team, and how you have all of your team playing to their strengths, and how you bring that real feminine energy to nurturing your team and creating the dream high-performing team that you want. So that's what it looks like. That's what we cover. Some of the key takeaways that the ladies got from this last week, like somebody said it was literally like having 15 therapy sessions over 2 days in a really good way. But coming away with the knowing that they are capable of more than they give themselves credit for some of the time, and more than they believed when they first joined. That's one of the huge things that the women take away. I know that the women leaving Sedona left with business besties. They renamed their group to be business besties, and that is invaluable. To have a group of women that you feel connected with, who are supporting you, who are giving you a safe space to show up vulnerably is priceless. And it's hard to find that as a business owner. That is another huge piece that I know those ladies are taking away. The final thing, and I think this is probably the biggest thing for me as a coach to facilitate it, that's so great to see, is confidence and a plan. Like confidence that they can develop the things that they want to build in their business, but more importantly, a step-by-step plan that they can take away and action. I know the ladies have been actioning stuff already this week that they put in place while they were away at the retreat last week. And every single person who was there last week will have a massive shift in their business over the next 6 to 12 months for the time they invested, for the relationships they built, for the clarity they gained. Those things are priceless, and they are what will make the difference for these ladies over the next 6 to 12 months. So if they're things that you would like to have, and you live in Australia and would like to come to this year's retreat, comment below and we will share information with you. We'll move that conversation really quickly because it is less than 2 weeks away. It's on the Gold Coast, not hard to get to. If you're in the US and you're like, I would really have loved to come to this time, but I just couldn't make it work, I couldn't plan around it, then next year we are going to be hosting our retreat in Colorado Springs. So know that that's where it's going to be. It will be around the same time of year. We haven't finalized dates yet, but it will be in April. Our Australian retreat is going to be in Adelaide. So we will be bringing everybody into my beautiful city next year so that we can share some of the amazing things here that there is to share. And we are going to be introducing a payment plan that will break the payments to attend the retreat into 12 payments. So it will be around $100 a month to be able to break that down and pay for that in advance so that you don't have to worry about that in the future. If in the meantime you decide that working with us is the right thing, then we will take anything you have paid off your first month membership in the program. But if this feels like the right next step for you and is something you're keen to know about, put 2025 as your comment below and we will share some information about what that looks like to be part of that payment plan so that you can start getting excited about it now, start paying for it so that it isn't this thing you have to think about, and start to take those steps towards bringing this more feminine energy into your practice. So they are some of the big takeaways from the ladies that were there last week. Like I said, if you're in Australia and keen to take away the things that they did, come and join us on the Gold Coast. Just comment Gold Coast below. If you are interested in next year's retreat in Colorado, comment 2025 below. And I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you there and sharing some of these insights with you.